All right, beautiful people. Our first live stream of 2022. How you doing, Big Rob? You doing okay, sir?
I'm doing just dandy, sir. And yourself?
Hey, Blacknificent, brother. Doing good. Doing good. Going to bring in our first guest of 2022. We got Derica and Kaya. How my sisters doing today?
Hey, how y'all
Hey
doing?
guys, how y'all doing?
Hey, we trying to maintain. So tomorrow, is it tomorrow? It's going down.
Yes. It's going down.
Okay. Tell us about the event, Facts Over Myths.
Well, on behalf of the Muskegon Heights Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated,
Incorporated.
we are hosting a webinar entitled Facts Over Myth, some updates on COVID-19, talking about the vaccination and the booster shot, and what befitting way to have, an event that's taking place now because of the way that the numbers are skyrocketing. So this is a collaborative event with a couple of our other standing committees, which is the PP&D,
Risk management,
and the Health Alert Committee of the sorority. So we are posting this wonderful webinar, and it's opportunity for people to come and ask questions, get some information, and like I said, facts over myth, because there's a lot of myths and a lot of misconceptions about the COVID. So this is just a great opportunity for people to chime in and to get those questions answered, or even just to hear the facts. Hey, Samantha.
I'm glad y'all doing that, because it's a lot of doctors. It's a lot of bootleg internet doctors out here now.
a lot
Let's show.
yes, a lot of myths, a lot of misconceptions, a lot of untruths. So, and I know we don't know a lot of truths regarding COVID right now, but we're going to hear from the official people, one doctor from the CDC and from our own Kathy Moore on those facts.
Wow, that's good. And Kathy gonna keep it real. She's gonna keep it real.
Yes.
How have you guys' family been doing in regards to COVID?
Well, we've all been playing cat and mouse with the whole COVID, but over this last 2 weeks, a number of us have been positive cases, and
so
it's
like
crazy.
It's
been a crazy.
When you have loved ones that get it, it kind of it changes the dynamics of how you think and do. But then when you get it yourself, it really changes the dynamics. But although we were vaccinated and booster, it's still out there, and nobody's exempt from it. Nobody's exempt.
That's good. Kai, there's something a little different on you, Kai. I need to see, can I make this screen bigger for you? I'm looking at your head. I see some white stuff around your forehead. Has that always been there?
That's all that wisdom.
Has that always been there? That's the money look right there.
That's that wisdom.
That's the last 2 years of.
That's your new 2022 look, right?
What you say?
The new 2022 look, you know what I mean?
That's it. That silver fox coming out.
There you go.
I'm sitting here looking like, man, that don't look normal. Is something wrong with my computer screen here?
To the front, so it's hiding all of the wisdom. But right now, after 2 years of living in a pandemic, it comes on out.
God said.
I know people have been doing this 10-year challenge. And I'm like, damn, I didn't know you was that old. I mean, I need to get to see people real ages now. So they throwing it out there.
Yes.
Some people's love was real.
So who should tune in? Who should engage with this conversation?
Everyone should tune in that can log onto a computer or a phone. Right. Everyone should tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. for this candid discussion. Thank you. Yes, sophisticated lady. Yes, I am. No, but everybody should tune in for this candid discussion on COVID facts. Yes.
And the Deltas are doing a lot, at least you guys' chapter in our community.
We're trying.
What keeps you guys doing all What keeps you guys doing all the things that you're doing?
Well, one of our pillars is community service.
Right.
So that is, you know, our 5-point thrust is community service, economic development, education, and those sorts of things. So it's just our due diligence to come out and be, you know, community servants that we are.
Right. And then, you know, just making adjustments with COVID. So, you know, we've gone from not being able to do stuff, you know, face to face to being creative as much as possible. We've had a couple of webinars, so we still try to keep the flow of what each subcommittee should be doing, you know, by Zoom and being creative and things like that. If we can't do the face to face.
Right. And everybody needs to go out and follow our Facebook page, as I saw Samantha Ferguson just put up in the comments. Register for our webinars and the programming that we are putting out through our Muskegon Heights Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated Facebook page.
And it is a free event.
All of our events and webinars are free. So that's free information to put out to the masses.
Right.
And not just this, Paul, you know, just as I know, the Deltas here in Muskegon, I don't know if I'm saying it right, so y'all can say it for me. Muskegon Heights, Delta, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I get the incorporated right all the time. I don't get the rest of it right. But anyway, they have donated every year since you have started, you and the team here at the radio station have started the I Am Her Drive.
Yes.
Right.
And they have filled barrels upon barrels upon barrels of women's
feminine hygiene products.
Feminine hygiene products.
Right.
And I know PA is always grateful when he gets there and he gets to the village and he looks at the little girls' faces and stuff like that. And I know he tells them, well, this barrel is the Deltas. You know, they may not know who the Deltas are.
Don't even have to tell them. Their barrel's decorated in red and white.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to our
You know what I mean? That barrel, the only barrel that's branded. You know what I mean? Like, can we get this barrel? This barrel looks a lot better than the other barrels. No, but it makes the girls feel good knowing that 8,000 miles away, there are people that look like them, who very well could have the same blood DNA flowing through us, that's given back to them, and it's they are so great. I'm talking about grateful to tears, because up until me becoming chief, only time they ever got help for foreigners, it was always white people or Arabs.
Wow, that's excellent.
It wasn't blacks, because blacks don't go to the village. We hang out in the city when we go to Africa.
Oh, wow.
So you guys just don't know how much of impact you have had on these girls, just knowing that somebody cares about us 8,000 miles away.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the first year, they filled up their own barrel. Second year, they filled up 2 barrels. And they're on task right now because they've been dropping off. Y'all know who I'm talking. They're on task to filling up 3 barrels this year.
That's right. That's right.
So, and they know who's been dropping them off because they here in our lobby right now.
Man, we love Mother Nichols.
Yes, amazing shout out to our Delta Deers and our International Awareness Initiative led by our soror Troy Nichols, Derica's mom.
My favorite Delta Deer. Yes. She's on it. She's like Johnny on the spot, calling me. Make sure you drop up your stuff at the radio station. Tell me gonna come. Yeah. So shout out to her.
PA, for you as chief of this village, how does it make you feel knowing that these sisters, the Deltas here, are doing what they're doing for your village and the young girls there?
I mean, I'm always been proud of Muskegon, man. It just makes me even prouder to know that that our community, I know we always had the heart. We just look for the opportunities, and we had people who've been put out of their homes in Muskegon that showed up with furniture, with housing. You know, we done it all, and that's why I love Muskegon, and the Deltas are the Muskegon Heights chapter. The Deltas are an integral part of that love that we show this world. So it makes me proud. That's why I'm in Orlando now, but people in Orlando know that I'm from Muskegon Heights, Michigan. You know, no doubt about it. I don't say I'm from Detroit, from Grand Rapids, because we're small enough that everybody knows each other and to care. I care if something happened to Derica. I care if something happened to Kaya. I care if something happened to Big Rob. I'm not separated. So it makes me feel proud and honored to know y'all. And it really touches my heart because you never take it for granted because every community isn't like that. It isn't like that. It's a special thing. So a question for the Deltas, do y'all have civil rights on one of y'all initiatives? Because we need some civil rights fighting going on in our community.
Well, I mean, one of the
I know that's a lot.
You see, Kaya had to get in her political mode right quick, and like, I thought she was gonna throw an Incorporated out there or something on me. But go ahead, Kaya.
No, but one of our, one of the first initiatives that Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated did was the Women's Suffrage March. Back in the 1990s, 60s, 30s, 40s.
That was like our very first, letting to the world, all that was incorporated. But that was like our very first big event to where we united as
on that civil rights
and served the community in that capacity.
So it's there. You guys have history with that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Yes. Since 1913.
Right.
Before we go, now this is our personal question. Got nothing to do with the Deltas. Kaya, what would you like to see happen in 2022? What's on your wish list for 2022?
Personal or
that's whatever. I know you're already getting the bag. We know you.
Yeah, she getting that bag. Her car proves that. Her Bentley proves that.
Yeah. Yeah, that joker look good too, Kaya, man. You got to get a ride in that. Yeah, but what would you like to see for 2022?
More community impact. Muskegon Heights as a whole to be envisioning those new heights that we are trying to achieve. Just Muskegon Heights being on the map for more positivity. That's what I see in 2022.
What about you, Derica?
I like to see more collaboration. Us coming together to collaborate to be more impactful, whether it's the small businesses, organizations, leaders, however, the churches being a little bit more visible, the pastors, leaders just kind of like just stepping up to be a little bit more impactful than what, has been done in previous years. Getting back to the way the community used to be, the foundation seems to be kind of, lacking a little bit, but it's kind of like to see a little bit more of that in 2022 to where we make our foundation strong again so that we can continue to rise. Because we've already risen. We can go up and up and up, but it takes collaboration in order to do that. And then from a personal note, I would like to get back to training in QPR for suicide prevention. So just stay tuned for more trainings because I really want to hit an African-American community. We're suffering in the last 2 years with statistics going up. We need to talk about it, but yet we need to be proactive and do something about it. So just stay tuned. As I will be bringing QPR training to the community. Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's good. That's
all
good.
All about impact.
Impact, just community supporting community in every aspect.
All right. I like what Roosevelt Beasley said. He would like to see more Black school teachers in our school. That's real.
Back to the up from the bottoms. The up from the bottoms that it used to be. We were all educated by strong African American educators.
Yeah, men and women.
Yeah. So yes, I agree with you, Roosevelt, 100%.
Wow. Okay. How can people how can you become a Delta? Of course, it's just for females.
You have to be a college educated woman, involved in her community, high on volunteerism and community impact. So being a part of your community and by attending our webinars and being a part of the events that we put on in our community. Just being a community leader. That's what Delta Sigma Theta is all about. And those are the type of women we look for.
All right. Anything else, Big Rob? You got anything?
Oh no, I think we covered it all. Again, the webinar, how to get to it, how to check it out. How do we do that?
So Samantha, our soror Samantha, is in the comments, and she put one of the links in the comments, and also following our Muskegon Heights alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated's Facebook page, and we're all sharing it. So check my stories, check Derica's stories, her page, my page, and check the Delta Sigma Theta page, because that's a public page where you can get all of the information. So join us tomorrow at 6 p.m. for Facts Over Myth, an update on COVID-19 in our community, vaccinations, and the booster. And the panel is Senior Public Health Advisor, who's also a soror, Katina Connor, and our very own Director of Muskegon County Public Health, Kathy Moore.
So it's not just someone rambling. These are people that they know they're professionals. They have the expertise, the level of expertise that's needed in order to make this webinar a successful, coming with those facts, and as we talk about those myths. So like I said, great opportunity, and why not come and be a part of this, particularly now as the numbers are going up. Because there's a lot of things that's changed on CDC guidelines that people need to be aware of.
Right.
Terminology is changing things. So like I said, this is just a perfect time to have this webinar. And remember, it's free. If you know any Delta, I guarantee, go to their social media platform and you will see the registration information also.
Thanks for y'all.
Oh, and our social action committee is also a part of this event.
Thank you,
Thanks
Samantha.
for y'all for doing it. Apparently, it definitely must irk y'all when y'all hear all these different myths out there. It bothers y'all when y'all hear the myths.
Again, Paul?
Apparently, it bothers you guys. Excuse me. When you hear the myths, when you see these people throwing stuff out there that we know it's not true.
You're right.
I grew an extra arm, or I got an extra ear when I took the vaccine, or something like that. You know, me and PA both. Me and PA both were on the front lines.
And Omar, we were not out here doing dances because of it.
Right.
So, yeah. we were on the front lines trying to get our vaccines as soon as it was made available to us. The radio station here had to, you know, we got our vaccine vials, and we found a wonderful nurse to administer the vaccines, and we got those done. And then we turned around and got our boosters when it became available.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And we'll get another.
We're fully vaccinated. Yeah, if they come out with another one, I'll take that one too, because I ain't trying. I had COVID. It wasn't real bad for me because I had the vaccine.
Right.
You know.
Exactly. And people aren't understanding that right now. Some of the symptoms are just like a common cold.
Pretty much.
So, you know, if you are sick, stay home.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Keep your family and your loved ones safe. We are losing people because of this pandemic. So to be safe and know the facts, that's what we're here to do.
Absolutely.
Right. And I can share my experience personally. I haven't really talked about it, but I was asymptomatic, and even though, thank God, I was already isolating because I was planning an international trip. I found out I had COVID because I had to take this test to leave the country, and my test came back positive.
Didn't even know.
Did some contact tracing because I know I had a very short list to find out it was a car salesman in Miami who gave me COVID because I had to use his computer to sign some paperwork because his printer was down. Pissed me off. Definitely pissed me off. But and I let my guards down. You know what I mean? Had to use his computer, had to touch his screen to sign, and didn't have no sanitizer with me. My backpack was in the car. They didn't have no sanitizer. So he got me. I'm like Dave Chappelle, though. I didn't have no fever, not a booger, not a cough, not nothing. You know what I mean? That's correct. and I think I'm quite sure it had a lot to do with the vaccine, you know, and boosted. The reason why I had zero symptoms, but fortunately, only person I had been around was Big Rod, and
I tested negative.
Yeah, and he was negative. Yeah. And then I gotta admit, I was on a flight coming home. There's some crazy white girls on the flight acting crazy in first class, taking a mask off, cussing at flight attendants. I don't know. She might have had it too, but but this thing is real.
It is.
And it was easy. I tested positive, then a few days later I was negative. So it is what it is. But be careful.
Because I had caught it before PA did, and I kept telling him, man, I ain't got no symptoms. I guess he thought I was lying. And then when he got it, he had no symptoms. And I said, well, you see, I wasn't lying about it.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah.
Everybody's
Shout out to
different.
that whoever. Shout out to the brother that had something to do with that vaccine. Man.
Thank you very much.
But anyway, thanks for y'all for this event you're doing tomorrow. Facts over fiction. You on the record. You guys on the record. We putting this information out here, and we being proactive, trying to educate our community. So salute to the Delta. What's the man version of the Delta? Is it Kappas or what? What's y'all brother? What's the man version of it? Y'all have a brothers in the
We don't have no official, but our brothers that we call are Omega Psi Phi fraternity. The Q dogs.
The Qs.
Good. Big up to the Omega Psi Phi then, to them brothers. All right, peace and black power to y'all. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having us, and tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. for Facts Over Myth.
Yep, and Kaya, we'll see you in Miami. I know you got the suite. You took the last suite.
It's on the board.
You took the last suite. I couldn't get that suite. Talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.
See y'all later.
Thank you.